everybody. Welcome back to the kids' room. Story time to go during the month of January is going to be all about science. So if you guys have been using the kids' room on the website, you go to the South Side link on the side and you click on the kids' room. You'll notice that this month the kids' room looks like a magic laboratory in there. You can take a trip to the Monterey Aquarium. You can go on the International Space Station and listen to a story. There's all kinds of stuff to do. So please visit the kids' room because this month is Science Month. This book we're going to do today goes along with our science theme, and it's all about Iggy Peck, architect. An architect is somebody who designs buildings, anything, bridges, buildings, dams, all kinds of things. And this is about Iggy Peck. It's written by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts. There's a whole series of these books. They started with Ada Twist, scientist, all about young ladies and young men who love their science. All right, here we go. Iggy Peck, architect. Young Iggy Peck is an architect and has been since he was 2. When he built a great tower in only an hour with nothing but diapers and glue. I guess he used that diaper too. "Good gracious Ignatius," his mother exclaimed. "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen." But her smile faded fast as a light wind blew past, and she realized the diapers weren't clean. Ooh. "Ignatius, my son, what on earth have you done? That's disgusting and nasty. It stinks." Ooh. He should have used clean diapers. But Iggy was gone. He was out on the lawn using dirt clods to build the great Sphinx. When Iggy was 3, his parents could see his unusual passion would stay. He built churches and chapels from peaches and apples and temples from modeling clay. Look at all of that. You guys might like to build with stuff too. I bet you have a Lego or 2 in your house. At dinner one night, to his father's delight, Iggy got a bright gleam in his eye and out on the porch built the St. Louis Arch from pancakes and coconut pie. Wow. That would be hard to build an arch out of pancakes. Dear Ig had it made until 2nd grade, when his teacher was Miss Lila Greer. On the very first day, she had this to say: "We do not talk of buildings in here. Gothic or Romanesque, I couldn't care less about buildings ancient or new." She said in her lecture about architecture that it had no place in grade 2. I'm not sure she's right. That might seem severe, but she was sincere, for when she was no more than 7, she'd had a great fright at a dizzying height in a building so tall it scraped heaven. On an architect's tour of the 95th floor, young Lila got lost from the group. There's his teacher when she was on her trip. She was found 2 days later, stuck in an elevator, eating cheese with a French circus troupe. After that day, it's quite safe to say she thought all building lovers were nuts. As a teacher, she taught that above all, one ought to avoid them. No ifs, ands, or buts. As you might guess, it would cause Iggy stress to hear such terrible talk. But he didn't hear. He sat in the rear while building a castle of chalk. "You, Iggy Peck, your desk is a wreck. Now tear down that castle right now. You will not build in here. Is that perfectly clear? Do you need to see Principal Howe?" "No, ma'am," said Iggy. He lowered his head. His heart sank down to the floor. With no chance to build, his interest was killed. Now second grade was a bore. After 12 long days that passed in a haze of reading, writing, and arithmetic, Miss Greer took the class to Blue River Pass for a hike and an old-fashioned picnic. Iggy looks pretty bored. They crossed an old trestle, which is a bridge, an old trestle to a small island nestled in the heart of a burbling stream. But they no sooner passed than the footbridge collapsed, and Miss Lila Greer started to scream. "We're trapped here, oh my! Alas, kids, goodbye!" Her eyeballs rolled back in her head. She dropped to the ground with a vague groaning sound, luckily fainted, not dead. The class was amazed. They stood there quite dazed, uncertain of what they should do. But one bright young man was off hatching a plan, which started with Miss Lila's shoe. Soon each lad and lass there at the Blue River Pass was working together as one. Look at all the things they're doing. Some of them are gathering wood. This child here has taken everyone's shoes. See how no one has shoes on anymore? And Iggy, our friend with the turtleneck sweater, is drawing something here in the dirt. Can you guys see what he might be drawing? Let's see. Oh! And when she came to, Miss Lila Greer knew that something quite brave had been done. She looked in the air and saw hanging there a structure with cables and braces. And on the far side, beaming with pride, were 17 smiling young faces. Boots, tree roots and strings, fruit roll-ups and things, some of which one should not mention, were stretched ridge to ridge in a glorious bridge, dangling from shoestring suspensions. Look! They tied all their shoestrings together. That's, I guess, why Iggy needed all their shoes. And there's some fruit roll-ups, and there's branches that they gathered. He's pretty smart cookie. It all became clear to Miss Lila Greer as she crossed that bridge over the stream. There are worse things to do when you're in grade 2 than to spend your time building a dream. Now every week at Blue River Creek, elementary in second grade, at the school kids can hear, along with Miss Greer, how the world's greatest buildings are made. The weekly guest speaker in t-shirts and sneakers talks of buildings from Rome to Quebec. Of course, he's the guy who builds towers from pie, that brilliant young man, Iggy Peck. He's all grown up now, and he's an architect. And he teaches all the second graders how to design and build buildings. Have you guys ever thought about building a building? Well, if you have, because I'm sure most of you have thought about it, we have been very generously donated some items from the Da Vinci Science Center in Allentown. And what these are called Kiva planks. And in the Storytime to Go bags this month, you can get a kit just like this, full of these wooden planks. And these wooden planks all come in different sizes. There are also instructions in here that come in both English and in Spanish. Let's pull these out. And it gives you some ideas on what you can do with your Kiva planks. Now, I want you to be clear. I'm not telling you to build anything in particular. I want you to use your imagination just like Iggy did. Remember how he tried to build stuff out of pancakes and coconut pie? Well, you don't have to do that because now you have your planks. So if you wanted to, you could put them together to build anything you would like, including, if you wanted to, a Jenga game. But here, you can start with a tower if you're not sure what to build. And you can build your tower any way you like, but you want it to be strong enough so that it would stand up by itself. You can build a tower, or you could build a house. You could see how the angles at which they stand up by themselves. And you can do anything you want, and these are yours to keep. If you think that you've built something really cool, you can take a picture of it and you can send it to me this month at the library. You can send it to S. Steinley, STEINLY at BAPL. That's the abbreviation for the Bethlehem Area Public Library. .org. You can send it to me. The information is on the website too, and we might share it on our Facebook page. So have a great time building, and we'll see you next time. Bye.